Hey, we're back, I guess. Okay, so Trog did not get storage, actually. Oh no, I didn't see what brightwolfz got from the Savage Corp. So Trog is going on another adventure to, oh. That's where my stream froze as well. Oh, and Trog is back? And there we crash again. Not sure exactly what's going on, but shout out to Fiesel for actually fixing what is going to be wrong. Or whatever is wrong. In any case, what I can say, like, now that we have downtime is definitely follow the runners, because they are both quite well at playing the game. Alright, stuff happened again. Okay, brightwolfz went in, but I don't actually know what happened. Or what items he got, so we got the trust in the heart of the cards. Okay, I'll give the iron boots to him. And... okay, so brightwolfz has 3 mystery items. Let's find out what he has together. Also, Forsaken Fortress and Wind Temple. And I didn't see what other 2 islands there are. So now is actually a pretty good time to tell you that we're also using race mode in this race. And what is race mode? So out of the 6 temples that are a thing, race mode makes it so that you only have to go to 4 of the 6 dungeons and defeat the boss, because the boss will have a Triforce shard like 100% of the time. Oh, actually, both players have 4 Triforce pieces. Whoopsie. Meaning that if, like, some dungeons will actually be pretty interesting to run. Because if you have all the items already, you can just go mode to the end of the race. And the other 2 temples? Yeah, no clue. So brightwolfz is going to do this this cave super casually. Even more casually than I imagined. You'll actually see the correct way of solving this little mini cave. Trog is currently, I believe he's going to chase the kids. And from what I've seen, they have to go to Forsaken Fortress, which is a pretty quick, but also pretty interesting and fast, I said that twice, temple. The Wind Temple, which has godly music, and is also pretty interesting in go mode. I wonder how far they'll come. And I haven't seen the other 2. We'll find out soon enough. Okay, so if I'm right, brightwolfz will get the command melody right now. I am. Okay, now that we have a little bit of downtime. Actually, no. he has the deluxe picto box. Yeah, what can I tell you guys about the runners? Because that is also probably pretty interesting. So, Trog, he is a speedrunner. Actually, a speedrunner of this very game. I came prepared, I swear. I have to scroll all the way up. Okay, so he did Metroid Fusion tournaments as well as Mario Golf tournaments. Same with the Metroid Zero Mission Randomizer as well as Link to the Past Randomizer. Trog got a grappling hook. And he's a speedrunner, glitch hunter, router, and tasser of the Wind Waker, meaning... Yeah, he made tool-assisted speedruns, which... they're just wowzers. And he's very involved in the Wind Waker Randomizer. And yeah, not only Wind Waker Randomizer, but also the original Wind Waker thingies. Community. As for brightwolfz, oh, he's right here. He speedruns Donkey Kong Country 2 any percent, A Link to the Past Kisanity, and A Link to the Past Rando Swords. And he has been speedrunning since 2012. He's a fried speedrunner, like Donkey Kong Country 2, like I said. Mega Man X4, X5, GTA 5 Classic, Ocarina of Time any percent, Majora's Mask any percent glitchless. Sly Cooper. Those are the important ones that he actually listed down. And the deco leaf for Trog. And from what I can see, brightwolfz is also going to Diamond Step Island. Without the fast rat. So yeah, it's actually pretty cool that you can see some speedrunning tricks on the left side of your screen. And then some casual routing on the right side of the stream. However, yeah, I wouldn't say that any of the two have an advantage right now. If anything, they're kinda similar. Both of these runners have been in the previous tournament, so they do know some speed tricks. At least Bright, that is. I wonder if he'll actually impress me with some really cool strats that even I can do. Okay, Trog is going into this place right now. Into Pawprint Island and Savage Corp. And now I can finally find out what was in them. Treasure charts. If you're really diabolic, you can make those treasure charts have certain treasures. However, me personally, I don't like it. And obviously, because it takes way too long, yeah, it wouldn't be really nice for a race. Like, all of these races would be between 2 and 3 hours somewhere. And that's like the ideal length of Wind Waker Rando. Oh, actually, Trog can get all 4 treasures in here. Oh, no, that's not true. It can only get 2. Yeah, that's an empty bottle for brightwolfz. And Trog got a Moblin letter, as well as Maggie's letter, if I'm not mistaken. However, he can't actually use those letters yet. Actually, brightwolfz also has that letter then. Yeah, this should be a deluxe picto box. No. Okay, what are the other islands? Dungeons. Earth Temple and Forest Haven. That's actually pretty interesting, because all of these bosses, except for the Wind Temple boss, will have a piece of mail behind it. Alright, we have our 4 temples. And yeah, the Wind Temple is the only one that's actually open. So Trog is going to do a Forest Haven-less entrance, where he just jumps into the hurricane and just flies all the way in there. So Trog does not have the boomerang, so I'm interested in how he is going to go about things. Well, he does have the hook shot, so I'm pretty sure he'll be alright. He can just poke those eyes to death. Which it isn't fast, but it does do the job. So, with all of his limited stuff that he has here, I really wonder if he will go for some speed tricks. Knowing Trog, he probably will. These speed tricks include... can't come up with the word right now. Door storage. And for that, yeah, I'll leave it up hanging for Trog. I'm not going to make empty promises. So brightwolfz is now going to time travel to get the letter with the second picto box from Granny. And power bracelets for Trog, that's really good. With that, he can now lift big rocks, can go back to paw print, and he can actually enter the Earth Temple, but he can't do there anything yet. Well, actually he can. There's one chest that he can get right now. And it would be very annoying if it's actually one of the things that you need. And the Cabana Deeds, which he also can't use yet since he does not have the delivery back. The brightwolf also got Maggie's letter, yet there's nothing he can do with it yet. I wonder what brightwolf is going to do. However, yeah, he's also going to Forest Haven, since I believe it's the only thing he can do at this point in time. Rock is currently opening the midway barrel pot. Since he'll probably save and quit somewhere later on. brightwolfz is actually going for a safer Forest Havenless entrance of the Forbidden Woods, or as we like to call it, Value Woods. And with the 4 chests that we've seen already, it has been very valuable. That's another wallet for Trog. And with that, the wallet also comes with a letter Value Woods indeed. This is a good Value Wood seed. I'm not going to take pride, but I rolled the seed. Please leave all boos later at me whenever... Never mind, this is a good seed. We have the mirror shields. So I wonder if Trog is going for... He is not going for door clip. I wonder why. No, there have been evil seeds before. Where you have to enter a few dungeons like twice or even 3 times. But hey, if that's the only thing... Alright, Bright is currently also in Value Woods, and Value it is. The Earth Temple has been opened a little bit more with the Mirror Shield. The Cabana Deed, you need the hammer for that, even in vanilla. However, there might be some tricks to circumvent all of that, but I'm not 100% sure. Where you can do all of it in one trip, I guess. And welcome to the match. Oh, there's a delivery bag. That is 3 new flags already. The worst thing ever is elemental arrows, or yeah, fire and ice arrows in Ganon's maze, which follow up to the light arrows on the real world. That's going to be the biggest thing. You might have had that at some point. I do know that... Yeah, it might have been Woofer now that you mention it. And it's still possible, no one has a bow yet. However, we've been playing for 30 minutes, so it's not... Yeah, anything can happen still. Fun fact, if you kill this boss with light arrows or fire arrows, the boss music will keep on playing until you save and quit. So I wonder what Trog is going to do now. Is he going to the basement by glitching, or is he going to fight the boss immediately? He is... Oh, he can't even fight the boss. Apologies. However, shame that he doesn't actually go into the basement. Currently making some notes for post-interview games. Oh, that's actually another chest that Trog didn't get. Now that I think about it. And it did got a note to Mom, which I believe they can cash in, at least Bright, once he defeats... it's in one of the chests later on. Okay, those are my notes. Earth Melody in ET yesterday. Was I there yesterday? Wait, I did a match yesterday. Don't think we did. No, we did not go to Earth Temple. I have so many questions for Trog already. In any case, Angular Island is it's like that island that sometimes has something like really, really good that you just really want to go to. Winscott area, yeah, that's a good item, or song rather. And a bigger wallet for brightwolfz, which doesn't actually do something good for him. Where's the wallet? Wallet 1. And the second Master Sword. It's really cool that both runners don't have to play with the butter knife for too long. I agree with Roy Master. Like, he could potentially defeat Kelly Demos with the hook shot, but there's like so much in the world yet that it probably isn't worth it. And even then, like, the seeds are all made so that what's the correct term? So that literally anyone could finish it with or without glitches. So unless you store a chest and save and quit in a temple and you lose that item forever, literally anyone could just beat it. Alright, well, Trog does have a lot of new flags where he can just sneak in. So it's actually a wise choice to actually just go across the world and see what's up. He still doesn't have bombs yet though. But he does got a bow. If I can find... Oh, here it is. Exactly what Telfin said. Fully clearable, without glitches, and the only thing that's like kind of something that you never do in the original game, which does stump a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people getting into this problem, is that in Dragon Roost Cavern, that you need to go to the big key chest. Like early on, if you have the elemental or the leaf arrows. That was a nice brain fart. The leaf or the elemental arrows. That's a delivery bag for Bright. I don't think Trog got anything too good from the Cafe Postman. Treasure chart 11. Nope. Okay, Trog is currently going back to Pawprint Island. Clean up. Is there like... Yeah, 2 whole chests available for him. And brightwolfz is actually doing the same strategy. Cleaning up that, and after that only going to the boss. Oh, there is Force Pearl. Where do you track that? And the boomerang, so you can go right back into the Forsaken, Forbidden Woods right again. And boomerang. Force Pearl is the only pearl that does something really functional for the randomizer, because it automatically gives you another letter from, I believe, the small bird's father. I forgot his name. Thank you, but the control panel for the tracker is actually kind of weird. Well, I don't want to say kind of weird, but it's not a easy click thingy. That's really descriptive, I know. It's actually all textural with yes or no buttons next to it. But hey, it's functional and it does work. In any case, yeah, I want to see what's in Note to Mom, which he can post right now. There's another letter, the Moblin's letter, but you have to deliver that one personally, somehow. Okay, so now it's time to go to the basement. So if I would be brightwolfz, I would also go to Angular Island right now. And I believe he does. Or he does not. No, he does not. It's not too big of a deal, fortunately. Ah, the Earth's God lyric. Where is it? There it is. Also pretty interesting to have early on. And Trog with that, I believe that is the fastest way to get rid of the plant on top of his chest. And it isn't too precise either. Unfortunately, there was a piece of heart in there, but he did get enough pieces of heart to actually get a heart container. Same for, they probably got a heart container, did they? Okay, so Bido's mom gave the bait back, which is useless. Because both players... both players actually skipped the only thing he can do with the bait back. And both differently. Trog with chest storage and brightwolfz with the grappling hook, which is frame... I don't know if it's frame perfect or frame specific. But it's a pretty hard thing in any case. So brightwolfz as well as Trog got the plant that you can trade with a Goron on an island. Which is new addition, together with the Lenzo chests. And Trog just got the Skull Hammer, which... if he's going to super swim and glitch his way into Forsaken Fortress, he could potentially clear the Forsaken Fortress right now. However, in logic, you need bombs. But hey, Trog and logic, they are no friends. And Bright also got the bow. For 42 minutes, there's a lot of stuff been happening for both players. And that's pretty cool. Alright, Trog got the note to Mom, which isn't too helpful, fortunately. Oh, that's a nice joke. They told me to get a bow, but I didn't know what to do with the arrow. Alright, that's a pretty fast way to actually dismantle Kalidemos. With only 2 boomerang things, and with the Master Sword, it's a piece of cake to one cycle the plant. Which you can kill even faster, or in a more funner way, if you actually use the forest water, set as a fish waffle. Alright, Trog killed Kalidemos. And that's his first try for shard. Assuming he doesn't forget it, that happened to one player in a race. He who shall not be named. Or she. Okay, so brightwolfz is going to do... It's not per se a bad decision, but a risky one. Or risky. Yeah, kind of risky. He's going to trade the town flower to this Goron for the sea flower, and then trade it immediately back for the exotic flower, which will give him another item. So, after bidding Jalhalla, you get a piece of mail, and that mail is, I believe, this one. Yeah, Orca's mail. And Orca gives you the elemental arrows. That is really good. Actually, the Earth Temple should also be in... logic right now. Do you need bombs for the Earth Temple? I don't think so. Well, not for Go mode at least. So in logic, except for like the 5 things you can do, like Volcano Island and Fire Mountain and Ice Spring Island, which you could potentially do. And I guess Ice Spring Island is on the menu right now. Oh, brightwolfz got the golden feather for the side quest. It's time for Go mode. No, he's going to the cabana first. I actually forgot about the cabana. So you can actually go into the cabana without the cabana deed. But since he has it, I mean, why skip it, right? Even though swag is important. That's actually smart. And brightwolfz also going back to paw print, because there, I believe, was at least one good item in here. Actually, the boomerang should be here. I swear, I have good memory. So, we've probably already seen it, but walls are merely a suggestion. By jump slashing, you can... jump slashing with the hammer, you can hit the switch through the wall and just get early entrance. So first pearl for Bright. Together with the boomerang, right? Yeah. Also, it says bombs Trog. That is not true. Unfortunately, the private oasis was not an oasis of items. Again, walls are merely suggestions in this game. You can just hookshot through. Okay, time for Ice Ring Island. If this is not Ice Ring Island, I'm going to cry. Alright, we're going back to Forbidden Woods. So even though that chest in there on the island, well, it's there. Unfortunately, it does not cover in the flag set, because the only thing that does is the first chest in here. I believe the chest outside falls under the misc category, whereas the one in the cave where Trog is standing right next to, I believe, is in the combat secret cave category. And that's another bottle for Trog, meaning he can go to a bottle party. And even better, he can dupe the soup! Best trick in the game, also easiest. So again, while all of this is happening, I would like to remind you that both of these runners are also streamers, and I'm not sure about how much they stream. I know Trog hardly streams, but definitely support them if you like what they do by following them on stream on Twitch. Their channels are right there. Trog is one of the godfathers of speedrunning. The Wind Waker speedrunning, that is. As well as maker of the task, so that's pretty cool. Where brightwolfz, he runs Donkey Kong Country any percent to any percent. Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, Link to the Past, he does all of that, and he's been a long time speedrunner as well. And for some reason, if you like what I'm doing, or rambling, then you can definitely follow me as well. I do also speedruns as well as compete in this tournament. And I speedrun Ape Escape 2, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Wind Waker HD, and the Rando Randomizer, I guess. I made Ghost Simulator a thing. Speedrunning, that is. I mean, there's a lot that I do, so I'm not gonna list all of it in time. Yeah, that's all the important bits. And oh, brightwolfz actually fell. Shout out to Trog. He's currently going to shoot all of the torches right here. But before I can actually exit all of this, I do want to give major shoutouts to Speed Gaming for hosting this tournament, as well as Zelda speedruns, where there's another match going on right now as well. Link is 7 versus a zombie god. And early light arrows within the hour. Oh man, this is a good seed for Trog. Will he get sub 2 hours? He has 1 hour to complete 3. Yeah, 3 dungeons, and all he needs is that 1 extra Master Sword. Oh, also he got 5 treasure chips, or Dorito chips. Apologies for not doing my tracking job. So if I am right, Trog will actually... No, actually I don't know what Strat is going to do. He could do a couple of things. He could get double storage and go to Mother and Child Island. He could get chest storage from the transparent chests right here. Or combination of things. No, I don't believe you can super swim if you have chest storage. Then again, that's an old strat, so... Who knows? Oh, Bright got trolled by the P-Hat. The P-Hats are literally your worst nightmare, they just appear at places. Brightwolf actually did not or cannot do the early strat for breaking the little plants. That's unfortunate. I like Trog's placements. So Trog is going to get storage here, which he got first try. He'll get a transparent chest, and we will have no clue what's in that chest. Unless it's money, actually. And now we will just slowly sail towards Forsaken Fortress. And it were rupees, apparently. How much was that? 100 rupees? That must have been a silver... No, an orange rupee. Knowing is better than not knowing. Oh, Bright also is not familiar with skipping this little puzzle right here with the hookshot, so it seems. Yeah, we are getting a casual versus speedrunner experience right here. And he did, unfortunately, skip one of the rupees. Rupees? Switches. And that's a skull hammer for brightwolfz. Okay, so the Forsaken Fortress currently is not in logic. However, you can go there. You can go in with one of 3 methods without the bombs. One of them is chest storage, what Trog is doing right now. Because he got chest storage, he can just very simply walk up walls, because that's what Spider Kid does. And that was way too easy coming up there. Damn, that skill. The second one is just standing right next to the door and hope that the cannons actually shoot the door instead of you. Oh yeah, that chest storage, all that's good for is like going to the boss super fast. Like, he has not been here for a minute. And the third way is doing a Wind Waker dive, so that you actually dive super deep. And then just swim into the Forsaken Fortress. Because even though it's an island, it's actually a floating island, which doesn't actually retract into the floor. Aside of that, there's nothing you need bombs for. In any case, this boss fight, I guess the Helmrock King, or as we call it, the Giant Turkey, is actually pretty interesting. Because in... Ooh, first try storage, as usual. Because... Yeah, instead of actually fighting him up here, you get storage. You store the cutscene, so that you can actually move in the cutscene, and you actually jump back down. And instead of fighting him up there, you'll fight him down there. Down in the tower that's supposedly full of water. And this fight, as long as he doesn't softlock the bird or let him fall somewhere, super easy. Alright, that's the first Doritos chip for brightwolfz. And that's the Helmrock King already, with an interesting camera angle. Alright, shout out to Brights. I wonder what he's going to do right now. Probably also going to the private oasis. Alright, and that is the Helmrock King dead, and the 6th Dorito chip. Ooh, elemental arrow for brightwolfz as well. So what I think Trog is going to do right now is going to open all 4 of the chests right here and really pray to God, or whoever, himself, that either the map or the compass is a Phantom Ganon, so he doesn't have to fight against him. Because fighting Phantom Ganon does take a little while. Okay, I wonder what his route is. Oh, actually, no. And, oh, he missed jumping into the window. That jump should actually, if you set yourself up, should be pretty consistent. Which is not the case on the HD version, because the controller does not have notches. However, there's an easy backup. Now that I think about it, this is way fast. Actually... Oh no, I know what he's doing. Okay, he got the compass, and he will... Okay, fooled again. I should probably just, like, not say anything. Bright is having a little bit of problems with hitting the switch. However, I do have to mention that all those little rats in the way, he fortunately killed one of the rats. But targeting a rat is actually really bad. Oh, Nairo's Pearl. Fortunately, the Tower of the Gods is not actually necessary for this run. Also, Nairo's Pearl is the only pearl that does literally nothing. There's one other pearl, Din's Pearl, and the only thing that one does is... what is it? Makes it so that the entrance to Dragon's Cavern is easier. But that's like not even important if you have to leave, fortunately. However, since Dragon's Cavern is most often the first temple you go to, it's actually a smart thing. Okay, so Trog did actually look at his chart and see if he had the compass or the map, which he had not. Well, yeah. He missed one of them, so it had to be in Phantom Ganon, so he didn't kill him. And now that he killed the giant turkey, he actually got another letter from his sister. And... he got another letter, but I'm not sure which letter he got. Oh, speaking of the devil, Din's Pearl. Meaning the Tower of the Gods is open right now. Even though there's nothing to do there. And he just remembered he can do something else on the island. I'm not sure what. Oh, he's going to do a super swim. According to the logic that the developer Lego Lunatic actually made, there is no reason for him to actually go into Tower of the Gods. There are no progression items there. Okay, I do wonder where Trog is going. Actually, he's going to the Wind Temple right now. He's not going... he's going to the... he's going to Fire Mountain, my bad. I did not think he would actually go to the Fire Mountain via that route. Ooh. This is a really tricky super swim. Okay, so he is supposed to drown here. Because that will actually respawn him right at Fire Mountain. I'm not sure what brightwolfz is pulling off right now, but it's pretty interesting. Oh, he actually lit the thing. Never mind. That's a little optimization there by Trog. So brightwolfz is not going to do the storage route. And the big octo chart, which is super helpful. It's actually not super helpful. Okay, Wind Temple it is from the get up from Trog. And paired that with a super swim because it's Trog. Oh, what a shame! Not, no first try super swim. Or storage, which honestly is not too bad. He's definitely one of the better players of the game. Oh, Bright is actually going to the Earth Temple. This is interesting. There's a split path here right now. I'm happy to see that, actually. If I look at brightwolfz's getup, it is the first logical thing, since he can't finish the game. Actually, do you need the bombs in the Wind Temple? I don't believe you do. This could very well be a bombless route. Or race, rather. Wait, what is Bright doing? Interesting thing on Bright's side. Okay, this is where the fun starts. Again, if there are any questions regarding race mode, the Wind Waker randomizer itself, or any tricks, feel free to ask them in chat, and I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability. Which you'll probably get a half-baked answer. That's some real selling myself right there. So yeah, Trog is definitely going to 100% this whole temple. Oh, he's actually doing... He's not doing the thing. There's a way to actually store the pressure plate right there. I wish I knew what the trick for that was. But it looked pretty interesting. Yeah, there's not really much to say about this first few rooms other than you're starting the Earth Temple with a mirror shield, so there's just a lot of stuff that you can like very quickly do. And honestly, the Earth Temple you definitely want to do last, because there's this whole first floor that you can skip the moment you're in go mode. Assuming you know the go mode strats. How much is a runner success based on mechanical skill versus on the fly routing? I would say it definitely matters if you're good or not too good at the game. However, there have been instances where the better mechanical player definitely lost versus someone who is just a little bit worse in skill. Okay, so small interesting thing is that in the randomizer, Makar doesn't actually get stolen by one of the floor masters. Or wall masters, whatever they're called. But rather, you actually keep him, so you don't actually have to rescue him from this prison. Which fortunately makes for a really, really quicker Flat Earth Wind Temple. Yeah, like knowing the game really well and knowing how to apply glitches. If done well, it will definitely give you the lead, if you're not careful. Oh, Trog! So Trog just got owned by one of the floor masters. Fortunately, it isn't too bad, just he got some minus points for that. Oh, by the way, brightwolfz got bombs while I was talking about the skills. There's a really interesting place for the bombs. Yeah. So I do wonder where the final Master Sword is, because that is the only thing that Trog is searching. And brightwolfz is searching for both the last Master Swords, which Trog just found. Never mind, it's go mode for this boy. where is the Master Sword? Here it is. Actually, that's not true. Trog needs the bombs for proper go mode. So I wonder what this guy is going to do right now. You say that Trog still needs the shards. You are correct. However... okay, how do I want to end this sentence? What I mean is that he knows where all the shards are, and they are at all the bosses. Meaning he can, instead of like going through all of the chests, he can actually just go straight to the boss by the best of his ability. So, in that sense, it is kind of go mode, except that he can't go to the final area of the game and defeat Ganon. I hope I made myself clear there. See a question, what glitches are not allowed? The only glitches that are not allowed is any glitches that have to do with other saves. So having items that you're not supposed to have. However, any other glitch is allowed. Super swimming, storage, chest storage, soup duping, which none of these runners have done, and I'm pretty sad about it. I see another bottle. Every other glitch is allowed. So all of these runners do need to have empty saves for their run to be valid. Barrier break isn't allowed. You can't even go to the barrier at this point in time without a fully powered up Master Sword, so there's not even a way to utilize it. And barrier skip, as it's actually called, is allowed. However, it's not technically possible on the Wind Waker because there's no way to get more than 40 speed units. Because you only need 40 speed units. The maximum that you can have, though, is 26. Okay, so Trog has the boss key, so he can go straight to the boss if he gets to find a small key. That's the only thing he needs. In the meantime, brightwolfz is going through the first floor of the Earth Temple. There are like 4 treasures here, pretty close together. Uh-oh, he's getting his 2C kicked. Oh, that's a pretty nice strategy from Trog. And unfortunately, he does not have a bomb, so I'm pretty interested in how he's going to do that. Oh, with a sword slash. So if he does this correctly, he does not fall down there. But one mistake and he will fall down there, and that is not fun. Actually, how will he go down there? He does not have bombs. Oh, of course. And actually, I can give you some piece of trivia. In the next version of the Randomizer, version 1.6. Oh, that's nice of Trog. You can actually go. That's another wallet. You can actually go to Hyrule if you have all 8 of the Triforce pieces, even if you don't have the fully powered up Master Sword. Because there will be a chest at the place where you originally get the first Master Sword. That is going to be new in version 1.6. And I haven't checked the progress in a while, so I'm going to check what more is there. In the meantime, Trog is still searching for small keys. And there are, I believe, 2 chests that he have not checked yet. Oh, there it is. Actually, that had to be mandatory. No, that's not true. I wonder what route Trog is doing. Trog is going for HD? Skip? Oh, I hope he duped the soup. And I just missed it. He did. Good. So yeah, he's going to do a trick that's super finicky in SD, but it's super easy in HD. And I'm not sure what Bright is doing. He's taking the long way back. Ooh, Trog went in too early. Going to... Oh, he got kicked in the face. Yeah, that's the hazard of actually activating the... What do you call it? The giant fan. If he's smart, he just... Oh, he's just waiting for the fan to stop. That's the safest method. So, I can promise you that Go mode in the Earth Temple is going to be sick if he is just as skilled as Gymnast. Which... We're talking about Trog. He probably is. If not more. So this is the hardest part, getting around all those fans, and he got it first try. If he did not have the boss key, he would actually climb on top of those fans and going over them. Never lucky with those fans. In the meantime, Bright is in the basement. And unfortunately, he's going to full clear this dungeon, including the Many Mirrors room. Okay, so... What are the new functions in 1.6? Remove Phantom Cannon's requirement for eye reefs. Fix the Lick Picto box, not auto-equipping when obtained. Prevent DRC entrance lava from solidifying. Wait, what? Okay. Add grass with guaranteed magic jars to mini islands around Dragon Roost Island. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Oh, I'm actually going to be quiet a little bit while Trog does flexes to really good music. And there was a really good really good display of a perfect Mulgera fight by getting the... what do you call it? The tongue from while he's in the midair. Definitely faster. In the meantime, we have a new Dorito chip. And I should actually put that on the tracker. Mulgera's dead. Hopefully he doesn't forget the Dorito chip. He did not. One more. Go Motor of Temple. Let's see. Even more interesting. Who's going to finish Earth Temple first? I know I'm a really bad kid for asking myself that. Actually, we know where the last Master Sword is, in the left alcove. Where were the light arrows? Letter from Orca and Needle Rock Cave. I doubt that Brightwolf will go there anytime soon. Seeing his current strategy, that is. But hey, anything can happen after Wind Temple. They say anything in their chat, they have been quiet. So, Bright is currently entering the Many Mirrors room. While not per se a glitch, I hope he knows the fastest way of clearing it. Or at least a faster way than doing the whole room. Because if you do play it nice, you only need to light the half of the room. Trog is mad because the bird girl is confused. So I assume Trog is like, okay, how am I going to go fast through this temple without bombs? Or where in tarnation could it be? Okay, so it does look like Bright does know about the glitch. The moment you stand on top of the mirror, you can like fire a beam at one of the eyes of the statue. The bombs are in the very location where Trog is right now. Actually, will he go for it? Oh, he's going to get storage right from this place. Never mind, he does not. But yeah, I do assume that his whole strategy is going to be... Trog, just get it. That his whole strategy is different the moment he opens it. But now he does not know his bombs. Oh man. That will be funny the moment he actually finds out. I'm actually not sure whenever it activates. Okay, brightwolfz just got the key, which is pretty nasty since he got it so early. Okay, so Trog just... Okay. And this is what chest storage does with you. He does not have any keys either, so... Again, I'm double interested in his strats. Oh, because he has chest storage, he literally cannot climb on top of this little ledge. So either he's currently... Yeah, he's out of the fox zone. So he needs to do a pretty specific jump slash, and he got it. Oh, actually, I could mark bombs off for him. He's not allowed to watch anyways. Okay, so this is actually some good strats. He went into the main room, where you need a key for. And just get out of bounds. Oh, did he? Wait, he did cancel. No, he did not cancel. And he's going to do another ledge clip. Ledge clip? Looks like it. Yeah, I wonder when he notices when he gets the bombs. And with that, he doesn't need the bomb key or the boss key either. The brightwolfz is struggling with his darknet. And he can just... That was like the easiest entrance ever. And skull necklace. It's go mode for brightwolfz as well. That's actually not true, but it's a cool joke when you get some spoils, you know? So under normal circumstances, you would actually use bombs in this fight. Trog knows all the tricks. TAS only tricks. All of the speedrun tricks. He's the grandfather of Wind Waker speedrunning, together with Woofer, I would say. And Linkus and Cryptek, even though he dropped out of the tournament, and Gymnast. Wait, he's not soup duping? Man. Or he duped it already, because he has 3 bottles. No, he does not. He has 1. Ooh, darn son. Right, that is a dead Jalhalla. Oh, did I miss a bottle? I did miss a bottle. See? And Trog almost missed the Doritos chip. But no, he got it. Where is it? Huh? 2 bottles. There was 1 bottle inside of this temple. Which one is it? Stolfo's mini boss room. That's where it's from. In any case, Trog is currently in real go mode and is going to the end. And with that happening, and brightwolfz also just killing off Jalhalla. Wait, what did he do with his soup? Okay. I do want to mention that this is the Wind Waker Randomizer Spring Tournament. Because there will be 2 tournaments every year, if I am right at least. The current runners are on the left TrogWW and on the right brightwolfz, and if you like what they're doing, then definitely give them a follow on Twitch. Both of them are speedrunners. Trog doing Wind Waker Randomizer and Wind Waker mostly, brightwolfz, Donkey Kong Country 2, Ocarina of Time 80% glitchless, Majora's Mask 80% glitchless, and a lot of other randomizer tournament thingies. That's pretty cool. And if for some reason you like me rambling, then consider giving your tracker and commentator a follow. That is me, Recalled. I speedrun a lot of other games as well as play in this tournament as well. And with that, I do want to thank Speed Gaming and Zelda Speedruns for hosting this tournament on their channels. And to everyone actually playing along and watching. So if you're in the chat and you can hear my message, then thank you, you're cool. And you should earn a 10th McNugget if you order 9 McNuggets at McDonald's. That's super stupid, I know. And that's potato chip number 6 for brightwolfz. Trog knows he got bombs. Okay, I wonder what... Oh, he has half soup. That is not good. You are so right, Telfon. Oh, Trog is doing some swag entrance into the door. I'm still not sure if that works on HD. Okay, so brightwolfz is going to Forsaken Fortress. If my eyes are not deceiving me. Yeah, that looks pretty much like it. Because, yeah, Forsaken Fortress is open in Logic right now. With Trog going into the longest staircase in any Zelda game ever. I believe. And going to fight Puppet Ganon. Let me drop a thinking emoji too. I wish I lived in America just to enjoy more burger places. Okay, we're not affiliated with McDonald's. I am so sorry. We're fighting Puppet Ganon. Puppet Ganon is the hardest boss to, yeah, it's the first one, but the hardest phase. Simply because you have to snipe the tail. If you're... At least, if you don't know what you're doing, you could use the boomerang over here. However, Trog knows what he's doing, and I actually hope that everyone in this tournament knows what he's doing. So that you don't have to use the boomerang. And you can just snipe the tail, and Trog actually knows the ins and outs of the Puppet Ganon, so he does some pretty precise shots. Actually, nah, I'll wait for it a little bit. I'm not sure which is which, but in this fight there are two tricks. One of them is called the Crypt Shot, and the other one is called the Trog Shot. Meaning, yeah, this runner has a shot or a trick named after him. It is basically a quick shot to the tail of either Puppet Ganon and or the next phase, which is a giant spider. How many times can you miss that shot and can still save time of a boomerang? The boomerang is really finicky. Like, it takes about 2 hits and it's really slow in the air. So you would definitely save time unless it takes like 4 minutes or so. Okay, so Trog did try to go for the Crypt or the Trog shot. I'm sorry, I don't know which one is which. But he missed. However, the spider, he is the easiest of all 3 phases, but he's also the hardest to do the fast. He actually did hit the Trog shot, never mind. The 3rd phase is the snack. Ooh, that was a nice quick shot. Not sure if that one has a strat name. However, the strat for this one is pretty funny. You grab a bomb, you walk into his face, and he gets stunned for about 10 seconds, which is just enough to do that trick super fast. I see Naru's Pearl on brightwolfz stream. And in there is a silver rupee. Actually, brightwolfz just fought Phantom Ganon. Which is something we did not see at Trog's screen. Yeah, Trog is currently doing the final climb. And I believe, yeah, this should be a 142 maximum. If it's a 143, we definitely gotta have a talk. For brightwolf, it's hard to say, but I suspect with his skill level, he'll be busy for another 40? Yeah, at least 40 minutes. Fortunately, Forsaken Fortress is not the most difficult dungeon there is. And those are actually cool strats that I also should adapt. I'm still doing HD strats on SD. But yeah, Trog just took the soup. He didn't dupe it, because why would you? You're at the end of the game. For that double damage, and he did get all the benefits from it. So he's almost ready, and I should get ready as well for putting him as done. And he finished with a really nice 141.36. He's even faster than I imagined. And now we're over to brightwolf's thing. And I hope he really presses A one more time. In any case, with that, brightwolfz is going to do yeah, the Helm Rocking, and I really hope he knows how to do storage here. And I hope Trog actually gets the invite. If any of you have some questions for Trog, feel free to ask them. I'll do my questions first, though. I made some notes. I'm that nerd. Okay, I see a Wind Waker in his hand. This is good news. Okay, Trog will actually come into the chat for a bit. Almost. The mastermind with a sword in his face, yeah. He got it, but he's still not there. He's not doing it with any setup, which is not bad, just it's pretty easy to actually make mistakes with where the Helmrock King actually spawns and stands still. Because he can actually walk inside of a hole and just fall to his death, except he doesn't die, so you don't win. Or get stuck in the wall. That's also not something you want, because otherwise you'll have to do the fight all over again. Okay, now he's in luck. That's a good location. Get stoned before a fight, not after. Oh no. I actually said it on stream. I hope I'm not getting kicked. Or I'm getting blocked as a commentator later. Oops. Any case, tracker. That is a dead Helmrock King. And he only needs to do Wind Temple right now, as well as, I hope he's not listening, Needle Rock Island for those light arrows. So we did see storage on his side of the screen. Yeah, that is Dorito chip number 7. Also, did I say 45 minutes? Yeah, Wind Temple is longish, and he still has to do a lot of overworld islands. So yeah, he'll be busy for... What should we aim for? 30 minutes? 40 minutes? I'm not seeing the location he's going for. Windfall. Not sure if there's anything to do at Windfall right now. Oh, he's in the Discord server. Not sure when he's joining the channel, or if he... Yeah, he should be able to. Wait, whose thing is that? That's Errol, and that is Baito's letter. With another silver rupee. Nothing too interesting. Whoa, he has 821 rupees. That's something. And that is Din's Pearl. That's useless in this category. Or this race. Sorry, not category. Okay, I'll pop Trog in and we'll ask him questions. And if you have questions, definitely feel free to ask them. Hello, Trog.
Hello.
Congratulations on the very swift win. 141, that's nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It went pretty smoothly, for the most part.
So, yeah, I got some questions actually. I made a list.
Nice.
Let's start with the first question, which is something that everyone asks you, probably. What do you think of the seeds?
This seed. This seed was generally pretty nice, actually. When I first saw that it was going to be a no Tower of the Gods seed, I knew that I was going to be a little bit happier, because I generally don't care too much for Tower of the Gods. But the one downside, I guess, to that is that Tower of the Gods tends to be a nice place to just chill out and relax. So these no Tower of the Gods seeds tend to be pretty... could be a little bit more tiring, I think. But yeah. The seed overall was all pretty nice. I was a little disappointed. I didn't end up getting to do bomb skip. I've never skipped bombs in a seed before, and I just happened to just store the chest that had it. I'm pretty sure, right? That's where it was. Yeah. I
was actually pretty happy and asking myself, when did you notice that you actually stored the bomb chest?
Yeah, I noticed once I got the Jaw Hollow when I started to equip some stuff, and I'm like, dang it, I was ready to skip it. Though to be fair, I don't really know how to do third phase of Puppet Cannon that well without bombs, so I was not exactly disappointed, but I would have liked to see a seed where I got to skip it for once.
I mean, you could have skipped it by heart, but other than that, yeah.
Yeah, kind of a weird location.
Yeah, brightwolfz actually got it earlier than you. And yeah, it was pretty interesting that's actually the only part where you kind of diverged in paths, other than the real start.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you actually went to early Diamond Step and then to Cliff Plateau, which I have to say, I've never seen early Diamond Step before.
Yeah, Diamond Step it's not necessarily the fastest or the most optimal every single time, but it's one of those 10-15 second time loss gambles that I like to take in the beginning that could potentially save me a massive amount of time. And even then, a lot of the time it will end up just breaking even through. Sometimes you'll get to skip a Ballad of Gale's Warp, or sometimes you'll have to come back anyways with bad items. So, I mean, it's something a little bit different that I try to mix up than what other opponents normally do.
Yeah, I did notice that all of the items that you actually need for Cliff Plateau and Burst Peak Rock, and I guess also Diamond Step, were all items that you got in the first visit in Windfall Island. So brightwolfz actually got the upper hand there.
Oh, nice. Yeah. It's one of those small gambles that I like to play. In theory, I should have been, I got the Pictobox earlier, but there was also a Pictobox in the first part of the game, so I didn't exactly skip needing to backtrack for Pictobox stuff. So yeah, I think overall it probably wasn't going to get me ahead, but it's that kind of gamble that I don't really feel like I'm behind if I don't look out. That's the kind of gambles I like.
Yeah, it's not too bad, fortunately.
Yeah.
The only other thing that I asked myself is that you didn't go for the basement of Forbidden Woods the first time that you went there.
Yeah, I was considering doing the clip into... I was actually setting up my routing to do the clip into Forbidden Woods basement. But then I realized I didn't have bombs, so I wasn't sure if it was going to be possible for me to get the chest in the tree trunk. I couldn't think of another way to get that chest without either boomerang or the tree. I guess I could have done casual strats?
Casual, yeah.
I don't remember how to do this, if I'm being completely honest.
brightwolfz actually did that. You need to use a bulb in the room, go up there. It's really slow, so...
Yeah. I know it has something to do with, you have to ride one of those platforms, and
Yeah, exactly.
I could have probably figured it out, but I'm like, what I'm doing anyway is a sequence break. I'm not going to waste my time doing strats I don't know how to do.
Yeah, true.
And I knew that, I wasn't going to find... the likelihood I was going to find something, I definitely wasn't going to find Boomerang, because that would have been already a sequence break. But the only thing I could have hoped for there was bombs, if I wanted to be able to full clear it of Forbidden Woods in one trip.
There was one other location that you didn't go for, which is the one in the double Mafula room. But fortunately, it didn't have anything too special. I mean, the note to mom. That's...
Oh yeah, that's another one. I knew that. See, that was, I guess, I knew at that point that I was making a small gamble that it could be the boomerang, but the way that the seed was playing out, it was smelling like a double dip Forbidden Woods, so I wasn't really that worried about it. I didn't want to have to spend 30 seconds going there and I have to come right back there anyways.
Yeah, that was a good gamble at least.
Yeah. That's what I try to do, is I try to make gambles that don't necessarily GG game over if I lose them, but have potential to save me quite a bit of time. And I knew that at some point I was going to have to come back to Forbidden Woods. It's just like, if anything, the only thing that it probably would have saved me from... I probably would have just full cleared the overworld before I went back to Forbidden Woods, just in case the boomerang was somewhere stupid like Bomb Island. And thankfully, Bomb Island was not required.
Oh yeah, your very own island.
I was so hoping bombs would have been on Bomb Island just to give a middle finger to the seed, I guess. Like, nope. You tried to make bombs required by making me go to Bomb Island, but no.
There's an orange rupee in there.
That's what brightwolfz got. Gotcha. Yeah, it's a hard call all the time because the Bomb Island location has a pretty high probability in most seeds.
Yeah, and you got the power base that's fairly early, not too early, but like it could definitely have something.
It was in Forbidden Wood, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was somewhere in the first chest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the seeds definitely upholds the name of Value Woods. You just got so much shit in there.
Yeah, I was sort of anticipating that. The beginning of the game, the overworld beginning was kind of setting you up to get into Forbidden Woods, so I was kind of expecting some sort of useful stuff there.
Yeah, true. Definitely with Dragon Roots not being in the seed. Right.
Well, yeah, when it comes to seeds that don't have Dragon Roost Cavern, it seems like a lot of them kind of what they end up doing is that the beginning overworld kind of just prepares you to get into the first easiest to access dungeon, and then all the time will just be loaded in there.
Yeah, that was actually my whole list. Bomb location, basement in Value Woods, early not really working out.
Yeah.
Yeah, modular room. Wasn't too big of a list, don't worry.
Nice. I'm glad I passed your test, it sounds like. I do say that I still need to definitely practice Wind Temple. It was a weird situation in this seed. I very rarely get to practice having obtained to go mode in Wind Temple, so that was kind of a situation I definitely was not used to. So I kind of forgot I didn't have a small key yet, and then had to wander around. And then I also didn't have bombs, so I had to do some weird stuff in the... I had to do a frame perfect slash on the Iron Boots panel in the lower level.
Oh yeah.
But because I didn't have bombs, so that was not fun. So yeah, it was kind of awkward, but definitely something. I definitely gained experience from it.
Is there any way to get storage from the Wind Temple without using a chest?
Oh, like chest storage itself? Like do the boss key skip?
Yeah.
No, not. You need to have some sort of chest to do it. You can get...
Okay.
I mean, obviously, you don't need chest storage to get into the basement or anything. The only reason you'd want to do chest storage in Wind Temple is if you want to do the big key skip. But I obtained the big key pretty early, so I wasn't looking for a chest to store at that point.
Yeah, fortunately you were in luck.
At that point, I was just looking for a small key, and... of course, it's going to be in one of the upper levels where I check last, generally.
So your opponent, brightwolfz, is currently in the Earth Temple. No, not the Earth Temple. The Wind Temple. Searching for the light arrows. Which are at Needle Rock, yeah.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough call to go there. I really only went there just because it routed. I wanted to go to Great Fish for the trading item. Anyways, before I went back to Windfall for some more quest stuff. And so I'm like, well, I guess it's on the way. I don't generally like going to these slow locations earlier on, but it routed in decently enough that I decided to do it, and I got lucky there.
And you did like every other island already?
Yeah.
Fire Mountain, Ice Ring. I mean, why not?
Yeah, I generally hate going into those one-off locations that take forever, like Ice Ring and Fire Mountain and Needle Rock, but...
Yeah, I understand. Like, what's the island called? Diamond Step is just... It feels so much more rewarding.
Yeah. You can do it pretty quick, and there's at least 2 items for you at Diamond Step.
Oh, brightwolfz is actually doing casual.
Yeah, I think he might have just fallen.
That might have also been it. I mean, a really good strat here is to just get caught by a floor master. But actually only whenever the chest is spawned, I believe.
Yeah. Probably in my situation, I should have just done the casual way. I shouldn't have banked on me getting some sort of frame perfect jump, but thankfully I got it.
Yeah, I started to wonder, wait, you need bombs for that. How is he going to do that?
Sometimes there's some benefits of tasking this game in the past. You know the weird frame jumps that you can do. Did he get that second chest? Oh, he's getting it now.
Yeah, he fell again. He did try and do the jump slash, but not in time. Yeah, we did start talking about your tasking, actually.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we're starting we're doing 100% task right now.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter, actually.
Fixing some desync issues, but we should be, once the in between tournament races, I'll expect to be working on it again. That'll be fun.
Do you have a slight estimate for it?
I don't have the slightest clue what to expect from it. I would hope under 6 hours. I would hope that.
Oh, I meant like in terms of how long you think you're going to be playing it.
Oh God.
Or tasking it.
It's a collaborative project. I got two other guys, my apprentices, you could say, that are helping me work on it, just because it's too much for one person. And so, I mean, all 3 of us, once we get back into the swing of it, it just kind of, it goes by pretty quick, because one person will finish a tasking session, and then the other guy lives in Australia, and he's just waking up and he'll start tasking. So it's like, it kind of always just constantly gets work done.
And you are from the US, right?
That's correct, yeah. Okay.
Then I assume the other boy is probably from Europe, or not?
He certainly is, yeah. We have someone from Germany, someone from Australia, and someone from America, so we're spread out with our time zones.
Is it Kreis?
We have, no, Cryptic.
Oh, okay. I thought Cryptic was UK, but I might be wrong.
He lives, I think he technically lives in Switzerland, I think, like right on the border. But
okay.
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, you're right. He was at the Helvetics Speedrunner Marathon. Yeah, I'm Dutch, that's true. You can probably not even hear it. But that's a good meme.
So were you doing both tracking and commentary this run?
Yeah. Yeah, I was. I believe that the other run also had one person doing both jobs.
Yeah, doing them all at the same time, it's not ideal. We'll appreciate you doing this for sure.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. I thought about streaming tonight, but I saw how understaffed we were. We're actually almost always understaffed, I believe.
Yeah, it's we got a couple people that are consistently in there, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I try to come in whenever I can, but I've only really been able to. I've only done one race. Just the timings are like always when I'm at work or in bed. There's really no in. But when you work full time, you don't have that much opportunity, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can understand.
But yeah, we've been having a great crew. Just the small crew that we've had, it's been awesome.
Yeah, shout out to everyone working behind the scenes, as well as the racers. And the viewers, obviously. And brightwolfz got the HD hookshot clip first try. I'm impressed.
Nice. Oh yeah, that clip was a pain to see.
Yeah, if you remember my what is it? That one match I had versus Math Girl that you were actually watching. I just spent 5 minutes on it.
That's understandable though. I mean,
yeah. Like after that, I learned a new clip from the south door on the floor.
You like a roll clip there, or
yeah.
That's what I did for a while, and then people were yelling at me saying it was slow, so I didn't have much of an option.
I come from HD, so I'm already used to it.
Yeah, that's true. That clip though was found in HD, I believe, wasn't it? So.
Wait, sorry.
That hook shot clip wasn't that found in HD? Did you never use it in HD?
I'm not sure actually.
Yeah. Well, it's super precise in SD, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing that Ciliana is pointing out, that a lot of the races are like being planned like within like an hour or two short notice. So.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I believe like all races needs to be put like 24 hours before they actually happen.
Really? I don't know if that's happened. If it has, then dang, still feels super short notice.
Yeah, it does. I kind of look at there like almost every day. See if there's anything I could potentially do.
Yeah. So what left does brightwolfz have to check on the overworld after he beats Wind Temple here?
Like all elemental islands, except for Windfall. That's it, actually.
So he's only got a couple more locations left, just the one-offs.
Yeah. Light arrows are in Needle Rock Island.
Yeah, it was pretty satisfying, pretty nice to get those pretty quickly, and at least for me. Because I knew at that point I was just looking for the one Master Sword upgrade. I mean, I was double checking my calculations in my head. Just like, I definitely can skip bombs, right? And like, bombs are definitely not required at this point. And I was constantly trying to think about it, and I'm like, they're definitely not required. All I need is one sword upgrade, and then I was ecstatic to finally get the sword upgrade before the bombs, and then of course it trolled me at the end and gave it to me when I really didn't care.
Just having that green light for go modes, that's just golden.
Yeah, Earth Temple go mode is so much faster than having to full clear it. It's pretty ridiculous. So it was nice to be able to at least bypass everything in Earth Temple.
Yeah, I still need to actually get good at all the stuff, including getting chest storage.
Well, once you do get chest storage, the movement is really not difficult. It's definitely, it's just like you just do it once and then you kind of figure it out. The only exception to that really is the coffin crypt room. That one is pretty annoying to do correctly. You can void out pretty easily in there. And the keys are terrible in there. You can target them all the time. But beyond that, well, everything else is pretty easy.
Yeah. So the trick that brightwolfz is currently doing is kind of precise, but also not too much. But it's pretty easy to fail it if you're timing your leaf too early or late, I guess. But hey, for a try, that's good.
Yeah, everyone has their off days with that trick, I feel. There'll be days where I'll just fail it constantly and just can't seem to get it.
Oh, I know that feel. Fortunately, not in a tournament match, but you know.
And no matter how much you practice it, you still you're gonna fail it every once in a while. It happens.
I just love how easy sliding behind that is.
Such a brilliant oversight. I wish everything else in this game had that silliness to it.
Come on, a few more rolls. There we go. Getting a fairy for this fight definitely is not a bad idea. Equipping the sail. This man is ready to leave.
I don't blame him.
You know why I'm so happy with the Wind Waker?
Why's that?
Because in the speedrun, or randomizer in this case, the music here doesn't glitch out.
Oh yeah, and this version of the game. Or is there thinking like in HD how you guys don't get the music?
Yeah, we just get Makar playing his violin.
Play. not as dramatic. A little anticlimactic.
The one time I played at a marathon, we get some pretty cool donations because of it.
Oh really? Like at SGQ or AGDQ?
BSG, if you know it.
Oh, okay.
Benelux Speedrunner Gathering.
No, I don't think I've heard of that. Is it a on-site event or?
Yeah, it's on-site. It's somewhere in the Netherlands, and we are streaming that. I'm one of the organizers. We're streaming that on the ESA channel.
Oh, very cool.
Alright, that is Mulgera.
A little bit troll from the small little dudes at the end. Couldn't get the second air snipe. I think otherwise, if they didn't kamikaze him right as he was about to do the second air snipe, he would have gotten it. But those guys can be really annoying.
Okay, so with him actually going to start shower for those light arrows, I do want to mention that if you like what the runners here are doing, definitely give them a follow on their personal Twitch channels. I posted the links in the chat right there on the left, and here in voice chat with me is Trog, and on the right is brightwolfz.
And also don't forget to give a shout out and follow to Reichelt for doing this. Pretty last second too. I know that we didn't exactly help him very much by doing this pretty quickly.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Fortunately, tracking wasn't too hard. It would have been harder if it was like a 4-person race.
Yeah, oh yeah. So are there 3 races, 3 individual races going on right now?
2. One of the players actually forfeited the whole tournament.
Oh, I see. Well.
And don't forget to actually follow the speedrunning speed gaming channels if you like what they're doing, because we are very grateful for us hosting this tournament, as well as Zelda speedruns.
And we have a Discord if you're interested in this. We have a general Wind Waker randomizer tournament, or Wind Waker Discord, and we have a tournament Discord if you want to learn strats and speak to the runners. We're always happy to talk more and share what we know.
Yeah, we're not esports.
I'm a little esports. If I'm playing like Woofer, or if I'm playing Gymnast or Linkus, I'm full on esports.
Oh, you're even hiding your strats from them?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I got some. Well, when I played Gymnast in the last tournament, I did. That was the first time I pulled out the the Diamond Step early strat. I never pulled it out until I played Gymnast, because I went esports on him and I had to pull some secret strats out. It turned out to be useless, but
I think I've heard about it.
But oh man, I'm waiting for that seed though. Like I watched a seed recently between runners that had a horrendously trolly hookshot location, and you needed that hookshot to get like a bow upgrade or something from Diamond Step, and you had to do a bunch of stuff without the bow. Like it was horrible, super slow, super trolly, and I'm like, God, if I had that seed, I would have just gotten bow right away and just had a easy life. But still waiting for that seed to happen.
I guess we're also all waiting for that one tournament match that has vanilla or even elemental arrows at the maze.
I commentated a race that was very close. It was I think at one point it was like 1 in 3 chance of it being there. There was only 2 overworld locations left, and otherwise it had to have been Ganon's Tower, but of course, no luck, but it was still pretty hype.
If there's anyone with any questions left, yeah, now is your chance, I would say.
Yeah, happy to answer anything. Okay, so Ice Ring or Needle Rock, I'm guessing? Not happy.
Yeah. I agree. Did he... I don't think he went to Angular either.
Oh, really? We had access to that pretty early, too.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, this might be either Bomb Island or Angular.
Well, he's been to Bomb Island, you said, right?
No, I actually have a list of all the items.
Oh. Well, hopefully...
Yeah, this Bomb. I only have this just because I'm commentating.
Oh, so we're gonna finally see what was hiding underneath Bomb Island.
Don't you mean Trog Island?
Trog Island, right. Oh no.
Man, you got an island
out of everything in the game, why do I have to be named after the worst island in history?
I mean, you also have, like, the Trog shots, right?
I do. a shot that I've never even pulled off. Like,
really?
A single segment. I've never done it, but I don't know why they named it after me. It was just like, I just segmented it, and I'm like...
Which of the shots is yours?
The third phase one. The most impossible one that HD people think is consistent somehow.
Oh, it's the one where the moment you actually hit him, you shoot him while he's in the air.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then the crypt shot is the second phase one. The one that's actually not difficult. Not as difficult.
You actually did that, I believe.
Yeah, that's the first time I've gotten that in a tournament race. I was happy despite the first phase being very pleb.
Yeah, I was talking about it, but I totally didn't know which was which. But yeah, at least I have like a better understanding of which is which right now. And I know that Cryptech did help with the Crypmo hop, which is a bit faster Cosmo hop, I believe.
Yep.
No, it's not. It's not faster. It's more. The setup is better.
The setup is faster. Yeah. I mean, it's technically not faster than just YOLOing it that like old school people do still. But I mean, the likelihood that you'll be able to inch your way along the edge, at least in the original version of the game, faster than you will be able to do something like the Crypmo hop is unlikely.
Actually, is it still okay to call it by its original name in the Wind Waker community?
I think a lot of us kind of just prefer to just call it the precise hop, just to try to avoid any. We don't want to hurt anyone's feelings either way, so we best just to leave it alone. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I can understand. Give me that orange rupee.
So how did you know that was a orange rupee beforehand?
Like I said, I have a list.
Oh, so you actually have the... There wasn't a spoiler log for this, was there?
No, there's not, but you can edit the source a little bit and it actually puts it out.
Oh, interesting. And it doesn't change the seed at all. That's cool.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So you knew where a lot of the locations were before either of us did, so you were kind of...
I mean, I did, but I didn't actually use it. I was just as surprised to find out where the bombs were.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only using it, like, to find out where some things are, and... Oh yeah, the light arrows were at Needle Rock, that kind of stuff.
Right. Oh, he's gonna check it very last, isn't he?
Yeah, this looks like... Ice ring? Or angular? Looks like angular. The hurricane spin actually was in the Earth Temple. So I forgot what was in Angular, but I don't believe it was too good. Oh wait! Windscott area was in there. So that means he still has one location left in the Wind Temple. That's pretty interesting. And I guess Trog is gone for a little bit. He muted himself. So okay, he's going to the correct island right now.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, welcome back. So
So
he
is he
just
off?
got the Winch God
Finally going to
area.
New Rock?
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Look. Looks like
So
it.
he should be done here in about 12 minutes, probably. Assuming Ganon's Tower goes all right.
Yeah, what will it be? 15 minutes? Assuming he's
Yeah.
not the greatest archer.
No. Sorry, my fiance is here. She wanted to I told her my final time, and she said I wasn't impressed unless because I used cheats. So not as impressed.
Whoa, cheats?
I
Do
know.
we get to report you?
I had to be reported now.
Okay.
Boom.
No, yeah, he said that. Yeah,
I'm reported
I can-
or you're reported?
I'm reported for using cheats.
Oh, yeah. Definitely broke the rules.
I'll use them less next time. We're working on her speed knowledge. Don't worry.
I need them for Jack and Daxter.
Yeah.
There are some pretty cool cheats in there, as far as I know.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I'll have to check that out. All right, bye. Okay, I'm back officially.
I mean, glitches aren't per se cheats, because everyone can use them as long as they're good and not you.
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain that to her.
Yeah,
There it is.
I told my girlfriend where about speedrunning, and then I told her, yeah, people do Final Fantasy X. What? Why? Why would you skip the story? And it's just the most difficult thing in convincing her that they know the story, you know?
brightwolfz is in the channel right now, relieved. Finally discovering where it's at. And that's what can happen sometimes. Sometimes you pick all the places before it. It could have been anywhere, so I mean, can't blame them for checking the other locations first, but...
And there goes the barrier.
It's not in the Japanese version of the game. Japanese version of the game you don't have to slash your sword, you can just run into the trigger. It'll start.
Oh, you can.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is a pretty interesting because in the Japanese version of the game, it doesn't actually check to see if you have the fully charged Master Sword because you don't have to slash it. So, in theory, if you could, it's just one less requirement the Japanese version needs to beat the game. In theory, to roll at least to break the barrier, but no way to
So
exploit
wait.
that.
It doesn't check if you have the fully powered up one?
Nope. Nope. If you've done everything else, all the necessary flags, which there's several of them.
Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense.
I mean, it's basically in the Japanese version of the game, it's required indirectly because there are flags required that sort of end up forcing you to end up having to go into Earth Temple, Wind Temple, and stuff.
I guess defeating Mulgira is one, for example.
Yeah, well, it kind of just comes down to the game forces. There's no way around getting. You have to visit Hyrule 3 different times throughout the game in order to trigger the cutscene, and after you visited the second time, when you like watch Tetra turn into Zelda, you have no way of getting back into Hyrule without first beating Earth Temple and Wind Temple. But in theory, if there was a way to get back into Hyrule with the Triforce, that's all you would need at that point. If you could get back into the somehow spawn the warp with the Triforce, which is quite easy to obtain early, then you could just go break the barrier and win. But the only way to open the portal up is by first beating the 2 dungeons.
Oh, so that's also a thing. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the game will check to see if you have the fully charged Master Sword before it opens the portal back to Hyrule.
Have you heard about the changes that LEGO is going to do in 1.6?
He's adding a couple locations, isn't he? He's adding the Hyrule pedestal. Isn't that correct?
That's
terrible.
Yeah, that's going to be a chest, I believe.
That's horrendous. Petitions to never use that version.
Well,
it's actually
the next tournament is probably going to have it, assuming that it's in logic, which it probably is. Yeah.
So does that mean we're going to have access to Hyrule earlier, potentially? Like, is it going to be like more in line with vanilla, like how you can access it if you beat Helm Rock or you beat Tower of the Gods?
The only requirement, I believe, are the 8 Triforce Swords.
Okay.
Where now it is the 8 Triforce Swords and the fully powered up Master Sword.
Gotcha. Gotcha. That makes sense.
How do I close this? Phantom Ganon is not a wall anymore for the reefs, but that's not too interesting for us. Something else. There was something on Dragon Roost Island, but I forgot what. Oh yeah, there's going to be something in the Choo-Choo store.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's pretty
Green,
cool.
blue, and red too.
You need 15 of them each, so I don't... Unless we, like, somehow, for race mode, alter it to only need a couple, then it's hard to see it being added.
I doubt we're actually going to see it at all, because they're spoils.
Yeah.
Technically.
I would love to add more items to the pool for the race mode, for race settings, but...
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Need to tweak them a little bit to make them a little bit more in line with speedness, you know? Like, I would love to add, like, some of the spoils trading, like needing joy pendants and stuff for Miss Marie, but alter them so you only need, like, 5 or even 2 or 3 instead of the 20 that you need normally.
Oh, Bright is actually using the boomerang.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty difficult, but it does save so much time not using it.
Sometimes you just want to get it over with. I think I have seen him do the normal stride, so maybe he's just... He feels like he's been trolled enough, he's not going to let Up Again in Phase 1 troll him, and...
Yeah. Oh, another thing that LEGO changed, it's not too big, it prevents DRC entrance lava from solidifying. That happens now when you get the Din Spurl.
Right. So from now on, it doesn't transfer until you beat Dire Dragon Race Cavern, you said?
It prevents it from solidifying altogether.
Oh, okay.
At least that's what I see from his commit.
Gotcha. I'd be interested to see having it still like require, because in the vanilla version of the game you need either the bottle or the Deku Leaf to get into Dragon Roost Cavern. You need the bottle to water the withered bomb flower to blow up the rock, or you could just use Leaf, obviously. But I'd like to see that implemented, just to make Dragon Roost Cavern have a couple extra restrictions, I guess. But maybe not. Maybe it is interesting that you can access it from the beginning. It makes it kind of a unique dungeon in that sense.
Well, actually the water is still high, so even right off the bat you can enter it.
Right. Actually, can you excuse me for just a minute here? I'm going to let my dogs out and I'll be back for the end.
Sure, man.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Right, and again, that was the fastest, but hardest to actually do super fast pace. Now comes the snake, which again, the best strategy is grab a bomb and walk into his face. The first phase you could potentially snipe still. I really hope he knows the bomb strat. Oh, that was a pretty good snipe. Didn't get hit. It's so unfortunate Trog just left. So I suspect the final time going to be 2:37 something. Actually, did I mark off the last? I did. Okay, it's endgame now, boys and girls. Currently looking at the challenge page, and there's still a lot to happen. Group A needs only one matchup, Yoshi versus Math Girl. Group B needs a lot of matches still. Group D is almost done. Next Tuesday. And Group E also still needs a lot of matches. So there's still a lot of Wind Waker Randomizer to be had on. Oh no! Don't die! Drink soup, please. Right. And oh, he had a fairy. Never mind, all is good. Oh, I should probably get to commentator controls, because we're almost done. Where is Ice Chat? Go. Okay, we're in phase 2. A really nasty phase. If you don't have soup. And yeah, in best case scenario, you actually have a little patience with those reaction commands. Because doing them too fast, you just miss hitting them altogether. Okay, that's the end of the fairies, I believe. Ooh, lucky. And the brightwolfz is done! So he did not die. And he ended with, I didn't even see the time. Okay, it's a 2:38. $38, 12. Yeah, let's say 12.
And I am back too, so.
Yeah, welcome back.
Oh,
Bright
right.
actually did a bombless phase 3.
Oh, really? Just to show off that he could have done it?
Yeah, he was listening secretly. And we'll be inviting brightwolfz as well for a small interview. So, yeah, that was the Wind Waker Randomizer gone fast. And he's actually further than you, so you're losing right now.
In the bracket?
No, like he actually pressed A few times.
Oh, here, I'll fix that. Don't worry. Not to be one undone. I'll go two. I'll go 2 messages beforehand.
Wow. I'd say let the credits roll, but there are no credits.
Yeah, I was surprised to learn how they removed them just because it's so... They're just massive.
Yeah, it's like 600 megabytes movie file.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yo, brightwolfz.
Hey, GG's.
It's always one of the last places you'll look, isn't it?
Yep. Wouldn't be any other way, man.
That's how it goes.
At least it was an Ice Ring Isle. That was the place I was putting off until maybe even after just vanilla. Just like.
Oh yeah, I guess you still had vanilla on your radar too. That's right.
I was thinking about it the entire time. Like, don't be that seed right now. I have all these overworld checks, and you're gonna be vanilla, and I'm gonna do it last or something.
I guarantee you, though, if it's ever a light arrow, Ganon, or a maze chest required seed, I'm getting over 2 hours for sure. I would never do
That's
that.
what I was kind of figuring too. Just like based on your time, it was like vanilla didn't seem like the most obvious thing, but maybe whatever, you know.
Yeah.
At this point, it could be anywhere.
I could have made the most crazy gamble, but no.
Yeah, Trog actually had Needle Rock after Forsaken Fortress and Forbidden Woods. So he only needed the Master Sword for Wind Temple. Then and then
you just go to the rest of Wind Temple after that?
Yeah, and Earth Temple is just so fast. Actually, the moment you entered the Many Mirrors room, he went into the Earth Temple. And he didn't even wave you hi.
Yeah, I just stored the first chest, which just happened to be bombs. I was prepared to skip bombs the entire time. I was so ready to finally skip bombs in a seed, but no, I stored the bombs chest.
I believe that logically speaking, Forbidden Woods wasn't actually a forced double dip if you made the, 10 million IQ play to go check the first check in Earth Temple. Because the boomerang would be on a boulder, and the power bracelets were in Forbidden Woods.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
also in Forbidden Woods, so it's like Earth Temple is so off the radar, but you see that one
quadrillion level IQ, dude. That would be.
You need
I would surrender right then and there.
Play.
Yeah, that certainly wouldn't have been on my radar. Yeah, it was pretty much a forced double dip, unless you were insane.
I saw the check and I'm like, there's no way that has anything good, and there's no way either of us are making that play.
No.
And then it bombs, and it's like, oh, well, hi. Not like you're that useful at this point, but...
I avoid Earth Temple if at all possible. So, of course, it happened to have bombs this time, but... It just so happened that bombs weren't necessarily required if you were brave enough.
Mm-hmm.
But bombs in Wind Temple is not, without bombs is not fun.
I don't know any like chest storage strats or anything. I've learned like Halmarok storage and stuff. As I've never speedrun this game, I've done other speedruns, but so learning tricks hasn't been the hardest thing in the world. But
yeah, no, I mean that's the thing. So you only need to. There's only really a few that generally are that useful. The rest of them like may save you like 10 seconds here, 15 seconds there. It's like not.
Yeah.
And when you're first learning, like you'll. Almost everyone will just end up losing that time just trying to get storage in the first place. So
yeah,
I mean, it's
I
always.
see that.
I always am a big fan of seeing really strong movement and execution and right decision making before you try to go crazy with glitches.
Well, I learned some of like I learned Helmrock storage. I learned the clip in the mirrors room. I recently learned the clip with the hook shot in the bottom Wind Temple, so I didn't have to take Makar through all that, or go through the top section with the curse bubbles, which I hated.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised you got the HD clip in Wind Temple, like, first try.
Yeah, that was giving me problems.
I just have like a hold L target back up into the back left corner, and then it's like you kind of get the sparkly like target thing to go between the corner, the top right corner of like the line, and then like the L shape. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Oh,
But
awesome.
I tend to get it most of the time with that.
No, super cool.
Regardless, it saves a lot of time and skips the cursed bubble room, so I'm all for it. Even if I fail the Makarless like double wind tunnel room or whatever you want to call it, the giant canyon ravine.
Yeah.
room.
Yeah, I mean, the summary just seems like one person got lucky, the other person pretty much got as bad luck as you can hope for. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Honestly, the seed started out where it felt like really slow until like the end of Earth Temple, where Earth Temple was, I guess, my second dungeon that I fully completed. I finished Forbidden Woods, and then I went into Earth Temple after I got the elemental arrows and just kind of full cleared it.
Mm.
And then I had bombs at that point, and I'm like, logically, Forsaken Fortress is full clearable. Might as well go do that.
Right. I'm trying to remember where the other bow upgrades were because I got fire and ice arrows fairly early on. I feel like.
Okay, so the first one was Burst Peak Rock. The other one was Maggie Warts.
Yeah, Maggie gave one.
And Letter from Orca.
Yeah, beating Forbidden Woods. That's right.
Letter Orca, yeah. Oh, I was thinking about my seat from yesterday. Apologies.
No, yeah, that's right. Because for me, I guess I had access to Fire and Ice arrows pretty early, so I just decided to make Forsaken Fortress my second dungeon. And then,
yeah,
like
it wasn't in logic, but definitely worth it.
Oh, that's right. I didn't have bombs. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's why I did Earth Temple first.
That didn't even register in my mind.
I had Fan Melody, I had Hammer, I had Elemental Arrows. I'm like, I can full clear Earth Temple. I'm probably going to full clear it looking for the stupid key anyway.
Right.
So I don't know any boss key skips or anything.
No, that decision makes so much more sense. I literally just didn't even consider that Forsaken Fortress wasn't in logic yet. I keep forgetting that bombs are required.
And it had nothing! Woo.
Yeah. What did it really? I didn't check
It
anything
had like
besides the
money
first
and
test.
stuff. It was nothing important. Oh, Nehru's Pearl and money, I believe, were the items it had.
And that's why go moding Earth Temple is so satisfying, just to skip all of it.
Yes, I imagine being able to clip through everything and just drop through it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
especially when you have to go
sick.
through all of it. Especially when you've had to suffer just like you did. We all have to experience the slow Earth Temple clear.
I'm just glad I don't have to push the mirrors around anymore. That was my least favorite part of Earth Temple.
Do you do the clip now?
Yeah.
Nice.
I looked up a whole bunch of past races and stuff. I think you maybe were in a weekly, and I actually looked at one of your races for a reference.
Oh, nice.
So, that helped.
Yeah. I feel like, did we race in the last tournament? Because were we?
I don't believe so. I did a weekly, I think, with you once.
Okay.
And that's actually the race I think I got the like reference for the clip from.
Oh, okay. Well, it's been awesome seeing you improve for sure. And then this was your second one, or do you? Is this your
Yeah, this
third?
is my second one.
Cool.
I won my first one, and this one obviously I lost, which is what I expected going into it.
I'm certainly rooting for you to get through.
What group are you guys? You're in Group B.
I think we still have a full group. No one's backed out, so.
Yeah,
Yay!
you're... Well, Group C also is still full. Samu hasn't done any matches yet. Then we got to drop out, and he also got to drop out.
Well, those are inevitable, though. At some point.
Especially with how early the sign-ups were, if I remember correctly, they're like December or November or something. So people sign up and then it's February and they're like, oh, I don't think I can do it.
Oh, yeah, wait, I forgot all this stuff that's going on right now.
I guess it's March now.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to dip out here, guys, but... So,
it was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for the race.
It was great. Yeah, totally. Thanks for the race. I'll definitely be looking back to seeing if anything I can pick up from you. I'm always trying to... A lot. You'd be surprised. I mean, like, a lot of people just have a different way of approaching the game, and sometimes the way that they approach it is something I never would have considered. So I like seeing what everyone else does.
One last thing.
Things.
Today I learned, apparently Zelda has an animation for when you hit her. You can go up and smack her.
Really?
Yes. She shot me mid-jump attack with a light arrow, so I went over and I'm just racing by myself at this point, so it's just like, might as well go pretend to beat up Zelda because I'm angry because she shot me with the light arrow, and it just like flinches when I hit her, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Now I want to hit her in the face. Thank you so much.
I did not know that.
Maybe it was a coincidence and her animation was just doing that, but...
Okay.
That's what it looked like at the very least, because I swung at her and she like flinched at me, and I'm like, oh, sorry. Jeez. Just a sword.
So, yeah. I want to thank the both of you for racing. It was pretty good, and thank you to Trog for actually keeping me company and dropping those hot knowledge bombs.
As always, happy to do it. Thanks for the commentary and spending time doing this out of your time.
Yeah, you're welcome. If you like what they are doing, then definitely decide to give them a follow. On the left, TrogWW. On the right, brightwolfz with a Z at the end. My name is Recold. Yeah, shout out to Speed Gaming and Zelda Speedruns for hosting the Wind Waker Randomizer Spring Tournament. And if you want to stay on Speed Gaming, that's totally fine, because on Speed Gaming, what is it, free? There's an Ocarina of Time randomizer. Speed Gaming 4, there's an Area of Sorrow randomizer. And Speed Gaming 2, in what is it, an hour or so, 50 minutes, there's going to be Kirby's Dream Land.
Not randomizer.
1. Yeah, unfortunately not.
Almost disappointed now.
Oh man, yeah, you're right. Like, almost everything is just randomizer.
Dude, it's the craze, man.
Not randomizers in 2019. Who are these people?
Yeah. And then a Final Fantasy 1 randomizer on Speed Gaming 1. Yeah, that's about it. And as for the Wind Waker randomizer boys, I have to look at the schedule. Yeah, the only other match coming up is my match versus Carrie Olive on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, that's going to be
You're not going to be able to commentate that one. What are you going to do?
No, unfortunately not. Play a game, I guess. And while not too important, there's one more Portal 2 match scheduled on Wednesday. That's another tournament I participated in and helped for. On Wednesday, 12 p.m. Oh, against the guy that actually kicked me out of the tournament. Amazing.
Ooh. We know who we're rooting against then.
Yeah, the Dutch boy. The other guy. So yeah, that's it for now, actually. I'm just gonna close the race and have a good evening and or night.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Take care.